I know Spotify's talked about engineers, like shipping PRs on the subway, which is really cool. So, obviously engineering is changing. What's your advice to everyone that's in the middle of it and, trying to figure it out?
I'm someone who's always have truly enjoyed the problem-solving part of coding. This is going to sound as nerdy as it is, but like in my spare time, I will do like competitive programming at times. And we were talking about before of like how this was completely changing the way we were working. And I was pretty worried about that from just my personal point of view. Like, am I going to miss that part of like the hard mental challenge of solving problems? And now I find myself having 5 agents working in the background, and my way of interacting with them is very different from the way that I was working a year or two ago. The thing that I like to do is solving problems, and the way that I solve those problems turn out to not be the most critical piece for me. I find myself both to be more productive in that I can bring more value from the work that I can do. I can also solve problems that I really couldn't solve before. I can jump into code bases that would have taken me days or weeks to get into before, and be contributing things that I just could not do before. So for me, that's been amazing. It's going to look different for different people, but I think give it a shot and find a way that you can use those tools in the way that you like.
I feel like for me, I've seen this big shift from implementation time, because now, Claude does it in the background while I do other stuff.
Yeah.
And instead, what's filled up that time for me is thinking about what's next, talking to customers, and also actually much more prototyping than I expected. And some of it is for external products, some of it is for internal automations. How has that shift, how's that change looked for you?
One of the things that Claude and similar tools has unlocked is to allow anyone to take their idea, whatever that idea is, express that in natural language, and have Claude then go implement that. So today we have a very simple way of getting going to build an end-to-end prototype in our mobile apps and our backend. And that's been a real unlock for folks to be able to express ideas that used to take motivating a bunch of engineers to try to build that for you. And now you can go in and within an hour or two, you have a working prototype that you can start sharing with people to show what that actual idea looks like in real life. Those types of things were unimaginable a year ago, and now we're doing them every day.
Yeah, I love that.